This is Missy the Submissive bringing you back to The Almighty One Show.
That's hot.
Are we back on the air? Yes. This is The Almighty One Show back on the air. Yes. The Almighty One.
The most sacrilegious show on the air.
Yeah, before you said blasphemous, I just want to let you know, oh, you're warm.
I told you it's
cold.
hot.
I'm cold.
I'm hot and I got a headache.
She's got a headache.
I heard that many times.
I have a headache.
Not
And what
from
did you do about it?
Just talked to her anyway. I don't give a shit she got a headache. It's not my headache.
Maybe you are the headache.
Hey, I got another commercial for you. Tonight's program is being brought to you by I Can't Believe It's Not Jism. Ladies, don't be fooled by other jism substitutes. Thank you.
Wow, this show is definitely going into sacrilege today. Wait a minute, don't we have a splooge one?
Hang on, let me find it.
So, yeah, there we go.
I never heard splooge like that before.
Well, it was an elephant.
Oh. I believe you now.
Just like that old joke from Bill Cosby. My dad would pass gas and he would blame it on invisible elements. Animals. Did you see that elephant? My dumb brother would be dumb enough to look. Yeah.
And then he'd fart again.
Yeah. Would you stop with it? So, how hard was it for you at first being into comedy?
About the same as everybody. It took me a couple of years to get over stage fright. I used to go to open mic after open mic after open mic, and it finally clicked in, and after that, I'm 72 years old, and I'm doing something I'm just very damn happy to be doing, I just love it with a passion.
You have a question for the Eternal One?
No.
Not really.
Something you want to know from the Eternal One?
Not really.
7.5 inches.
So, oh, she gave you the crickets.
Oh, yeah. Probably way, way too small for her.
Oh.
Damn straight.
Way too
It
small.
better
For
be.
her. 7 inches way too small for you? What the hell? What the hell you got going on down there? Do you need a freaking Mexican in a guide burro or something to excavate in there or something?
I just like it longer.
Uh-huh.
You know what spelunking is?
Splunking?
Spelunking. That's the exploration of caves.
Yeah.
They're having their third national convention next year in Denver. They're going to hold it in Lindsay Lohan's pussy.
Oh, no, that's just wrong on so many levels. So, I know that you have performed with one of my favorite comedians, Dr. Dirty.
Oh yeah, he and I go way back. I was on the road with him a few times, and I've opened for him probably 50 times. He is one of the nicest.
Yes.
Oh God, what a wonderful person.
Interviewed him a couple times on this show, and he is absolutely insanely funny.
Yep.
And if you ever get a chance to see Dr. I mean, he was even nice enough to let me go on stage for 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, you were there.
Yes, that's right. I forgot all about that. Yes.
In Lakeland.
Yeah.
The Winter Circle.
Yeah, at the Winter Circle. Sure
Yes.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to
See,
go up
you're
on
not
stage.
good enough to be in his memory.
You forgot about me already.
Who are you?
I'm your son, Dad, the Almighty. God. I will, I don't think I'll ever forget the first time I had actually heard this guy. I heard him in Binghamton, New York.
Yeah.
And one of the local bars over there. And that place got packed. And oh my God, that shit was hilarious. Some of the stuff he was doing.
Oh yeah, and he gets. I'll never forget. I do 10 minutes in front of him, and his audience loves me because of what he does and what I do. The sicker, the better.
Yeah.
And there was a couple in the back of the audience. And he had evidently just brought her. This was her first time seeing Valby. And he had already been singing, and I heard him tell her that, I hope you like this guy. I'm sorry about that first guy. I didn't know he was going to be here, meaning me. And Valby's singing a song about eating out a woman on her period. And this guy is apologizing to his date for me. And Valby's up there singing.
I told my wife that when we went to see him, I was like, his shows start out as comedy and end up as a burlesque act.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd love to see you get up on stage and do that. What he does.
At the end of
his, he goes, "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, show your bra." And he's got like 6 or 7 women up on stage, and they take their shirts off. No, I mean full on, pull it up, show your ass. And he just. You think I'm filthy? This guy got these two guys together make me look like I'm a freaking angel. Okay?
He ends up with 5 or 6 women on stage. Usually, most of them will flash their boobs. They'll moon the audience.
Oh yeah, some of them you don't want to see though.
He's been making a living at this for 30 years. He drinks and sings songs all night. Then he kisses every ass that is shown. He goes along, and he gets paid for it.
Yeah, that's why he's like my hero, the Almighty One.
Yeah.
Because I do the same thing. So
there's a skeeter on my Peter. Whack it off.
Whack it off.
Whack it off. And the whole audience, everybody knows knows his songs. You know.
I think he did one on my wife, and my wife. He was like, I knew a girl her name was Marissa. Hey, Almighty One, you're gonna taste me on her lips tonight when you kiss her. I died laughing.
Beautiful.
I died laughing, and I still never forget the one he had about Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that one.
No.
It was Whitney Houston's dead and she's buried in the ground, but they should have left the hole open to bury Bobby Brown. Yeah. They found her in the tub all filled to the rim. I guess it goes to show that darkies can't swim. And he did that one on my show. And I was busting out laughing. It was hilarious. Some of the stuff. Yes! So, how did you and Dr. Dirty meet?
I had told the owner of Side Splitters about him. I'd only heard him before. I hadn't met him. And so Bobby, the owner of Side Splitters, called and booked him. And I don't remember why I opened for him, because he never uses an opener. But for some reason, Bobby told me to go up and do a few minutes. And it just got that way. And that was 10 years ago. And he does 2 shows a year over at Side Splitters. And I did a show with him up in New Hampshire, and another one on Long Island, and some down South Florida, and just have a fucking ball. And his audience, everywhere he goes, it's just like it was here in Tampa. They all know what he's doing. They're singing along with him, and then but he also does his first 5 or 10 minutes is topical. You know, whatever's going on in the news, he sings songs about it. And the first one I ever heard was back when Bernard Goetz, the subway vigilante, back in New York City. It's been 20 years ago. He,
I think I remember
3 black guys tried to rob him. He shot them right there on the damn subway. Got off too. Killed one and wounded the other 2. But they were physically robbing him.
Yeah.
And he was kind of an underground hero for a while. So John sang, "My name is Bernard Goetz. I shoot them. You're dead. If they're not dead, then I shoot them." Something. It just keeps going and going.
Yeah, he's. I try to explain to people to him, and they're like, "I've never heard of him." Like Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah,
he's like a dirtier Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah. He parodies songs. He makes fun of this.
And he got like 25 CDs out. Yeah. He's been doing it 30-something years.
1977, from what I had read on him. Yeah. So you've been doing it about the same time then.
No, I didn't start till 92.
Oh, okay.
And he started coming down here in 95, I think, or 96.
Awesome.
Come down to Side Splitters.
Right. I don't think I saw him till about 95 or 96. It was just before my firstborn son was born. So yeah, that's when I got and then actually I had taken the woman who was then my second fiance or something.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
I don't even remember myself. Don't you hate that when you get old? You're going, oh, damn, where the hell did my memory go?
What's that you say?
I don't know. Can you remind me? Pull my finger.
I was wanting to do a little short video of this guy. He's a cross-dresser, all right? And he's in the middle of changing clothes, and he's got on the panties and maybe garter and stockings and a bra and putting a wig on and Alzheimer's.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, yes. With or without the wig, either one. But all of a sudden, Alzheimer's kicks in. Just as he's standing there in the mirror, if you can picture.
Who am I?
And he sees himself dressed like this, has no fucking clue who he is or what he's doing.
Is that what happened to Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
You have nothing to say to him? Come on.
Dear, come on.
No.
Hey, I'm just a mouth, that's all. I don't bite, I don't do it.
Unless you want him to.
Yeah.
Well, he might gum you to death a little bit.
Death by tits.
Death by what?
Death by tits. We had done a show. I had done a show. This is before she was on.
Nope.
Wait a minute. This started before you were on.
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever.
On my birthday, which was January 22nd, I had seen a report about some woman who had apparently used her triple D breasts or whatever to smother her boyfriend on purpose. It
Yeah.
wasn't no sex act or whatever. So then I started finding other reports of this. So about this time, I got her on the show, and we were discussing this, and I had seen other stuff. So I think it was your first night, we decided to call the White House.
Yes.
And talk to President Obama to see if we can handle this problem.
Uh-huh.
And oh, that secretary was so snippy. We have got, I don't know what the hell was wrong with this secretary, but she was the snippiest. Like, I didn't want to answer the phone. You're interrupting my Oprah or whatever she was watching at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh,
you know,
she was
and just-
terrible.
Oh, she was bad.
Yeah.
Because she sounded like, actually, she kind of sounded like a pissed off Jew.
I don't have a sound for that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Right there.
No, that's a happy Jew.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said, well said.
Yeah, see how I set them up? Boom, boom. So, I mean, literally, I called this woman up, and I'm like, hi, this is the Almighty One show. You are live on the air. This is the Almighty One, and I would like to speak to the President of the United States. And like, the President of the United States is not available to talk right now. To speak to you. I'm like, oh, so what you're saying is the President doesn't want to talk to the Almighty One is what you're saying. And she's like, that is not what I said. I'm like, oh my God. Well, we had fun with her for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you can write a letter.
Yeah, you can write a letter. Do you want the address? Come on, hurry up. You're taking us like, she was like, hurry up. You're taking up my time. Is the way she made it sound.
She was terrible.
And then
That would make an interesting recording of what the calls are that come in.
yeah.
That would be fun.
Just the different things that people call in and ask about, wanting to talk to the president.
Death by tits. That's what I want to talk to the president about. Death by tits.
Yeah. So have you ever, like, has ever a salesman ever called you and you fucked with them?
No.
No?
Haven't.
Never
No.
done that, huh?
I love answering the phone for you, though.
Oh, yeah. I called her and was kind of half paying attention to what was going on. And all of a sudden I hear this. I didn't know what in God's name she said. I was like,
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
yeah, that's what it was. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite
Aw.
color? I was like, what? And you got to check the phone to see if, no, I dialed that right.
Oh, that was funny. He's like, what?
We used to do something that evidently a lot of you younger folks ain't heard of it, but the making phone calls to different people at middle of the night, saying all kind of shit. There used to be, is your refrigerator running? Yeah, well, you better
Go
stop.
catch it,
Yeah,
right,
that
yeah.
kind of. Well,
The
the one
joke calls.
the one we did is we'd call somebody at 2:30 in the morning. Come, hey, Joe, there. No, you got the wrong number. And hang up and give them about 5 minutes. Hey, is Joe there? Hey, man, I told you had the wrong number. And about the third or fourth, you son of a, and then after about the seventh or eighth call, you goddamn, and then you dial in. Hey, this is Joe. Benny calls for me.
Yeah, I read about that in the Nancy
I love
Drew.
that one.
Not Nancy,
Nancy Drew.
Not Nancy Drew. It was, goddamn, what was her art? What was that name? She used to write children's books for teenage. Judy Blume. I read about that one in a Judy Blume book. That was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
What is the most funniest prank that you ever pulled live?
Well, we did the one that everybody says they did, but a friend of mine shit in a paper bag, and we put it on the front porch and set it on fire.
Oh, yeah,
and knocked
yeah.
on the door. But we really did that one, so.
I think the favorite one, and I actually did have to borrow this from a comedy sketch I'd heard from Bill Cosby. He talked about how he stole a Frankenstein monster and put it on the third floor of a building, took out all the lights and put a pink one in. We didn't have a pink one, but I found an orange one, so I put that in, right? And the whole thing was, get somebody to go up to the third floor of the building. You tap the guy behind the statue. You run past the statue. The guy behind you runs towards the statue. The guy behind the statue leans the statue forward, goes, "Rrr," and the guy just about kills himself going down the stairs. Yeah. The one thing I actually can't believe I'd actually had my friend do this. He actually he had never heard of this from Bill Cosby before. Yeah. This was the fun part. He actually found a fat person. And so they're trying to get him up to the top of the stairs. You had to lure him up there with something like, hey, so-and-so in the house is getting a beating. You want to listen to it, you know? We lived in a small town, so whatever. So he actually did the same thing, and I was behind the statue. And all I heard him was coming up the stairs. Come on, and he was actually behind the fat guy. So when I leaned the statue forward, I went, yes. You never saw a fat guy dance on somebody's head so much.
Fantastic.
I swear to God, I did not think that could happen, because we figured we just scare people all night and somebody's going to trip and kill themselves and go to the hospital. But no. My friend who we just scared went out and found the fat guy. It was like, oh my God, that was so funny.
Well, my favorite one of those, a friend told me that he used to work in a place, and their lunchroom had a big showcase window, and it looked out on the street, and there was an intersection there. Catty corner was the doctor's office, and there was a street, sidewalk, and rose bushes in the building. All right, there's a payphone on the corner, so they got the number out of the payphone, and anytime they saw somebody walk by, they would call the number and play some shit on them. All right, this one time, called, and the guy picked the phone up, and my friend said, "The money's underneath the third rose bush from the left," and hung up. Dug up those people's rose bushes. I always liked that one very much. But probably the worst of all, and I was in the 6th grade. My best friend, his sister was getting married. They were going to California. We were in Texas. They were going to California on their honeymoon. He came up with the idea, and this was back in the late 40s, and they had tube radios that heated up when you played them, radios in the car. So you got a can of sardines, punched holes in it with a fork, and poured out part of the juice. We got up underneath the dashboard and taped it on top of the radio so that every time they played the radio, those sardines cooked and rotted. They ended up having to gut the car. They really did. It had gone that far. When they got to California, the stench was in the fabric and the upholstery and everything. It was
my God.
If my brother is paying attention, don't do it.
If your brother's paying attention, see me after the show. I'll show you how to do it.
It's what's bad is that her generation will never be able to do half the tricks that we used to pull off. Because of caller ID and all this other shit. I mean, I lived in South Jersey. I don't know where you grew up.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama. So I lived in a little town like it's like Seffner, okay? And it was Collins Lakes, New Jersey. And me and my friend, God rest his soul, we decided to call up somebody. Now, the first 3 digits were either 561 or 567, and it was there. So we just decided to dial 561-00 Now, when you called a wrong number back in those days, you got a little doo-doo-doo. We're sorry. The number you have called, area code, don't know whatever the area code was, 609, I think it is, 609-561. And then the operator went, oh my God, we were busted because we were like 13 at the time. We're laughing our asses off. Oh, she's got it right. Hey, we got snake skins on our computer. So anyway, I think one of the other ones, we decided to the Meow Mix commercial.
Yeah.
So we called this guy up. And no. There was one commercial that said, this is the You Bet Your Life question for the $1 million question for the answer. You know, and name something in 4 letters or less that cats love. That was the commercial. So we decided to do the same thing. The guy on the other end of the room, well, my cat likes to fuck.
Beautiful.
What does my cat love? My cat loves sun.
Yeah, but that's not 4 letters.
4 letters or less.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got us there.
Ha.
Right.
I don't care for cats at all. My girlfriend just bought a new cat. She calls it Fluffy. I call it Flammable.
Well, funny story about my cats. They caused World War III and World War IV.
Oh, how?
Well, my dad doesn't like cats. Cats don't necessarily like my dad. So my brother, who his story with this cat is really kind of amusing, brings home this kitten, and we concocted a story. Well, I concocted the story that, you know, the dogs had cornered this kitten and, you know, he was trying to get away and life was bad. And Dad's like, no, we can't keep this kitten. And then the story went to, well, we'll just fatten him up because he's still a baby. And then it was, well, we'll have to find the right house. And then Mom goes, are you really going to kick this? How much do you really dislike this cat? Now, mind you, my dad is pissed at me. And he goes, 9.5 on the scale of 1 to 10. And she goes, where's the other half? He goes, I have to leave you some room to tell me to fuck off, and we're keeping the cat. So we've got this kitten. And then, you know, we got him mid-December, right before Christmas. And then right after Christmas, in the beginning of January, is my mother's birthday. Well, I forgot my mother's birthday, and, you know, she'd been looking at this kitten, and it was already adopted out by the time we had seen it. And, it's after her birthday, and I see this kitten online, and I told my mother, I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have buyer's regret before I get it. I am going to cause my father to hate me. I'm probably going to get kicked out of the house, but you want to know something? This kitten is worth it. Now, this little kitten is about the size of my palm, straight gray with bright blue eyes. And she is 4 weeks old and in a kill shelter, and she's scheduled to be euthanized on Thursday.
All right. I didn't know. That's a funny story.
Great story, right? So, you know, my dad has become accustomed to the fact that we have one cat with the 5 dogs. He's become accustomed with this, and all of a sudden, you know, I hid the cat in my room. I put her in the crate that, you know, I had kept my cat in. And I hoped that my brother would get there before my dad did and could shut this cat up because this cat was loud as hell. She didn't like being locked up. Okay. So all of a sudden, you know, I'm talking to my brother. I'm like, okay, I'm going to come home so we can shut this cat up so Dad doesn't find out until I put this cat in my mother's lap. And he's like, okay, I'm walking into your room. And then he goes, shit. And all I hear is my dad walk in and he goes, Jonathan, that's not Booth, which is the name of my cat. He goes, I don't know. He goes, what the hell did you do? My dad is freaking out at Jonathan on the phone. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, okay, I'm coming home. And then, you know, 5 minutes later, my brother texts me. He goes, drive in the opposite direction. Abort mission. Abort mission. He's pissed. So, you know, I got the threatening emails. They're like, you better get rid of this cat. It better be gone by Sunday. And, you know, later that night, my mom goes, are you really going to make me get rid of my kitten? And he goes, I can't take a birthday present away from you.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, well, this little ball of fluff has bonded with my father. Like, she'll get up in my mom's lap and love on her. But if my dad is around, she picks my dad over my mom. And she was my mom's birthday present.
Wow.
Yeah, my brother almost got arrested trying to get booth.
Oh.
Yeah. Right around Christmas, my brother has, he went to public school. So he's coming off the bus and, he's got
You say that's like a bad thing or something.
He went to public school. He's currently homeschooled. He's a procrastinator. But
Is he going to be the prom queen too?
yes, he's going to be prom queen. But it's around Christmas time, so this kid is wandering around with an elf hat, and he's wearing, the light jacket, and he's got his jeans rolled up to his knees so he can show off his green and red stockings that are knee height. He's wearing knee-high red and green socks. So this kid is like, okay, he sees one of the stray cats, and he goes, oh, hey, Oscar. And the cat ran away from him. He goes, this is unusual. So he goes and follows the cat and sees a bunch of kittens. Well, the idiot didn't tell me at the time that the lot that he was looking for the kittens on was a foreclosed house. So here is Mr. Tall and Lanky wearing a dark jacket and jeans and, his festive hat and socks, traipsing around this foreclosed house, going in and out of bushes. And he goes and, he told me, he's like, there's this truck, it goes by, and it comes back, and it goes by, and it comes back. And then he goes and he's like, they stop right out in front of me, and they go, you stay right there. We've already called the cops. And he goes, but I'm looking for kittens. And then all of a sudden, 2 cop cars are, on scene, sirens blaring. I'm like, oh, there must be. I'm sitting at home about a block away going, somebody must be getting, speeding ticket. Not thinking anything of it.
Yeah.
And he goes and he's like, they're like, what are you doing? And, they've got him hands behind his head and, he's sitting down on the ground and they take his ID.
Billy Club near his ass.
They take his wallet and his phone and put it on the black hood of the car. And his phone and wallet are black. So they're like, what are you doing? And he goes, well, I'm looking for kittens. And mind you, he's got this big-ass dog crate out here and dog food. I'm looking for kittens. And they're like, that's the stupidest excuse that we've ever heard. Well, I'll show you if you let me get up. Okay, well, they make him walk with his hands behind his back, like a spread out. And before they let him look, he gets pat down. They're doing this search. And at the top of his socks are little pom-poms. Well, my brother, and they're little and white. And my brother didn't know what they were called. So when they got down to the cuff of his pants, which is where he rolled them up, that's where the pom-poms are. And they're like, what's this? And his answer was, my little white balls.
Oh,
So-
no. Oh, no.
So he shows them the physical proof that there are kittens, jumping around and traipsing in the bushes. And they're like, well, that's actually the cutest story we've ever heard. And he had caught my cat at this point, and they're like, well, you can either keep it or take it to animal control. And if you take it to animal control, the animal is basically dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They killed it. They killed an animal upon 15 minutes of its entry.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a whole
long?
nother story. But, so my brother brought it home and then runs back so that the guys don't run off with his phone and wallet.
Right.
So my brother almost got arrested for my cat.
Wow. Bravo.
Yes.
I know.
Hallelujah.
So World War III and IV and...
So, have you... Okay, so, are you performing any place soon?
Not right away. No, I just did a show Saturday night out at the Chase.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have anything coming up until May. I think there'll be Side Splitters and the Improv, but I don't have any dates set up yet. And we'll be going back over to the Winter Circle in Lakeland too, but I don't have a date on that yet.
Oh. Well, when you go to Side Splitters, you gotta, let me give tickets away.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But you're allowed to, say, hey, I need these people to come in for free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we need to see about getting Pretty Paul Parsons to get us some tickets.
Definitely.
to
Yay!
Just call me and remind me, and I'll get you some passes. You're talking about the cats. Somebody had one of my favorite lines of all time. Said, "If you think that a cat always lands feet first, you just haven't thrown him far enough."
I throw my cat all the time. That sounds horrible, and that sounds animal abusive, but I throw my cat all the time. He always lands on his feet.
One of my exes had a cat. And when I met her, I had a cat. Practically the same age. And then what was funny is I found a cat on the side of the road, on the side of the highway. It was just sitting there with its mouth, like literally where people could have run it over. Because people would not stay on the road. They'd like go off on the, on the side of the road to make this sharp turn. And so I'm like, this cat's going to get run over. So I quickly got out, pulled over, got out of my car and grabbed the cat and put it in. Now its jaw was messed up. So I took, it was close. I was working at Domino's at the time. It was upstate New York. And I took the cat to, after I called some vets up and I took it. I actually paid to have its mouth repaired. So we ended up calling it Bator after a Klingon whatever. So one of the Klingon sisters, whatever. Like, hey, it's a survivor, Star Trek was big back then. So we have now 3 female cats. The woman I was dating finally decides to get a male cat.
Were any of them fixed?
2 of them were fixed. Okay. Now, the other one was not. And that was my cat.
She got knocked up.
And, well, yeah, but that was not by the male cat. We eventually got him fixed. Now, I come home and I have this favorite chair. Absolutely my favorite chair.
He peed on your chair?
No, this is my chair, right? Now, we took a picture of this. What ended up happening was it was literally her cat on one arm, the cat we found on another arm, my cat on the chair, and the male cat on the back of the chair like it was his harem. Literally.
You had a picture of it?
I did at one time. I don't know if I still have it or not, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, sounded like it.
Yeah, well, you had to kind of see it.
Yeah. No, but I can picture that. I have a brain. And I can picture a cat up here and a cat here and a cat here and a cat here, and it'd be like, that's my harem. I can actually do that. That quick.
Wow. You actually have a memory. That's good to know at your age.
He didn't say memory. He said brain.
Oh, yeah, he has a brain. Well, when it comes to pussy, I mean,
Oh, why do you want to say something like that in front of a nice lady?
Yeah, demonstrate.
Oh, you're talking about eating out a woman's pussy with this and that and farting in your face. Yeah, okay. No more buttons.
That blew up in your face.
So you have any social sites that people can find you on?
Not right now. No, I'm in the transmission. I'm in the middle of working on a lot of it. I've got a YouTube account and Facebook and all that stuff, but it's not.
Facebook
hopefully
is a social
it's not
site.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
But it's not ready to be published yet.
Yeah. Well, it's out there, but it's in the wrong hands, and it's a long story. And,
Long story short, he gave it to the Almighty One.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what he means by wrong hands.
Well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break.
Yay!
And we're gonna have to say goodbye to Mr. Paul Parsons. And because I know he has to get home. And
It's bedtime.
we're gonna have the producer send him home. So we'll go on break, come back to the show, and we'll have the producer send him home.
okay, can I leave you with an impression?
Yes, we're going on break right now. So,
Wait, after
we'll
the
do the
impression.
impression, and then we'll go on break. Yes, Paul Parsons and the impressions. Yay!
This is my impression of a Black Widow. That motherfucker didn't leave me shit. Nice.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Thank you, Paul Parsons, for being on the show. It was lovely having you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The west central coast of Florida has an amazing music scene. Festivals, clubs, special performances, and there's always a lot of live music. The problem has always been getting the word out about events. Then GoTonight.com emerged on the scene. The brainstorm creation of founder Don McKeon, a Sarasota entrepreneur. We caught up with Don and his inspirational friend, Frank Papa, at the Flying Dog Cafe.
This is Frank. I'm Don. Frank is the reason that there is a Go Tonight podcast. He would call me. He would call me repeatedly.
Where are we going? Where do you want to go? Where will we go tonight?
The website has been a boon to many small clubs. So next time you find yourself asking, where will we go tonight? You've got the answer.
Welcome back to the Almighty One Show
with Dominique the Dominatrix. I don't know. That one was necessary. He used the Antonio voice. I'm sorry.
And don't forget Antonio. No, you want me. So yes, that was Pretty Paul Parsons. We had him on the show. He's always enjoyable for a laugh or two. And the Almighty One Show is being broadcast in all 50 states and 55 indigenous countries, because they're all indigenous. So let me see. We covered that. Let me see. Crap. We're on spring break. Many of people are on spring break, and over the next month, different parts of the country going on spring break.
Yep.
And it really does wreak traffic on our area. It's bad.
Not in my area.
Well, that's because you live out in the middle of freaking Sleepy Hollow or whatever.
Yes, I live in the middle of BFE, home of the newlywed and the nearly dead.
Right. And the most famous Monday... What do you call that?
Huh?
What do you call that over there?
What?
The freaking... The flea market. Yeah, that's it.
The farmer's market?
The farmer's market. The home of the world-famous Monday farmer's market. Listen, ladies and
We
gentlemen,
don't have anything on Mondays anymore.
They don't have that on Mondays anymore?
I don't think so.
Maybe because you haven't looked.
The only flea market that would be there on Mondays would be the one out in BFE.
Right. Somewhere in Brooksville. I know I've been to it.
Oh, is that the farmer's market on Main?
I don't know where it's at.
Because
No,
if
it's there.
on Main, then they definitely changed it to weekends. Isn't that right? Farmer's market on Main in Brooksville. Saturdays. Saturdays, Sundays. No more Mondays.
Wow.
Sucks to suck.
There's apparently a new trend going on out there.
Uh-huh.
It's called swatter.
Swatter?
Yes.
What's a swatter?
Well, apparently what they do is somebody calls in a bomb threat. Right. Somebody calls in a bomb threat, and of course it brings out the SWAT. Right. And I guess that's what they call it, swatter. And so, well, no, actually you should do this. So anyway, apparently a 12-year-old boy pranked Ashton Kutcher. and didn't get the same LOL ending viewers saw at the conclusion of an episode of Punk'd.
LOL.
So, the juvenile, whose identity has not been revealed because of his age, has confessed to placing a 911 call in which he falsely reported a bomb threat in order to get the police to swarm the actor's Los Angeles home, according to the Associated Press. A slew. You know, I love that word.
Slew.
I don't know why. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. Slew.
It's kind of like...
It's kind of like pork rinds for a redneck. Slew.
Slew.
Right.
Moist.
Exactly. A slew of emergency responders descended upon the Kutcher's home on October 3rd, 2012, after being told there were explosives on the premises and several people had been shot. Good. However, there was no crisis, and the only people on the premises were Kutcher's staffers. The actor himself also raced home from a set of 2.5 men after learning of the emergency. The young boy who admitted to making a false bomb threat and a computer intrusion will be sentenced by a juvenile judge. He is also accused of making similar calls involving Justin Bieber's house and a bank. Speaking of Justin Bieber, what happened? Something happened to him recently. Like he fell out back on stage or something like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. All I know is Justin Bieber flipped out on a photographer recently.
Oh, I heard he passed out on stage in London or something like that, and then all of a sudden people on Facebook were like, the guy from the Rolling Stones did several drugs, drank heavily, and never passed out on stage, never had to be whining about going backstage and be looked at.
I know that some guy in One Direction got a shoe thrown at his groin. Was that it? Or was it a water bottle? Yeah, I think it was a shoe. Somebody threw a shoe on stage and it hit one of the One Direction guys in the penis.
You can say dick or balls. It's allowed here. This is why
he got nailed in the dick.
Yeah, I bet he did. He got nailed is what you're saying. Apparently, the young boy who admitted making a false bomb threat and computer intrusion with Justin Bieber, a house, and a bank. But those charges are likely to be dropped, though considered in the judge's sentence. There, I needed to do that. Justin Kutcher and Bieber are only two of famous folks who have become victims of celebrity swatting, which is the term given to the recent trend in which someone reports a crime in progress, drawing multiple officers, including SWAT team, to the scene as well as helicopters and other pricey emergency resources. Miley Cyrus, Tom Cruise, Simon Cowell, Clint Eastwood, and the Kardashians have also been targets, but has also been placed by other prankers. But that is believed to be caused by other pranksters. You should do that. If you had to swat somebody, who would you swat? What famous person would you like to swat?
Let's see. Who don't I like? I would definitely do Justin Bieber, I'm not going to lie.
I would too. Well, I know you would do him, but I'm not the way you would.
No. Oh, God, no.
You never liked Justin Bieber?
Not at all.
And what do you say to those kids who like him?
Go listen to some real music.
But to them, that is real music. And isn't most of it like teenage girls?
What?
Isn't most of his fans teenage girls?
Yeah, they're tweenie boppers.
Tweenie boppers.
Tweenie boppers.
Is that the phrase they're giving it nowadays?
Yeah, actually, I learned that from my friend. Tweenie bopper.
Wow. First it was teenagers, then it was young teenagers.
They're tweenie boppers.
Then it was
now.
tweens. Now it's tweenie boppers.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you call to insult a Justin Bieber fan. The tweenie bopper.
Wow. So, but if you other than Justin Bieber, who would you try to swat?
Who else don't I like? Any of the Disney Channel stars. Like the current ones. Like, I mean, if you're talking like Selena Gomez and previous, no. Anybody after like Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez and
I think I would do Snooki.
yes, Snooki and JWoww.
Just because I would like to see what would happen to her. That would be funny.
Oh no, you can't do that. She just had a baby.
That's the perfect time to do it.
No, you gotta be nice to the baby. When the baby is like 3, then you can swap them.
I would like to swat Hillary Clinton.
I'm having a huge problem because I think that our temporary engineer is talking to Gwiggy.
Is our temporary engineer talking to Gwiggy?
My temporary engineer is not paying attention.
Hey, temporary engineer.
Stop promoting yourself.
Yes.
They're no good over there. We're
It's
better.
Yes, we're better.
We're better.
We have cookies.
Come to the dark side. I'm feeding you Applebee's later.
Hey, producer. The hell are you doing? Exactly.
You're being a
This
shameless
is the better
plugger.
show, and you're paying attention to them other piece of shit.
Shameless
Yeah.
plugger.
Whatever.
Shame.
Hey, there's somebody behind you. Yeah. No. See. He doesn't know any better. He's
Trying to steal you. Stop
he's-
being submissive.
Yes. He's fatter than me. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He's
I
really
can
not.
tell them no.
Right.
You look weak.
What do we want? He looked like Dennis the Menace. Did you ever realize that? Hey, Mr. Wilson!
You want to know something? My grandmother told me that I was too old for an Easter egg hunt.
Well, you are.
I am not.
You are.
I am not. You should have seen us last year. He went diving over bushes because they gave us an Easter egg hunt. We were trying to kill each other.
Stop paying attention to that fat bastard.
Fine, I won't take you to
I would love to hear what the Gwiggy Show is saying about us.
Why don't we call them up?
We should call them up.
Hey, 1s and 2s.
Hey, 1s and 2s.
1s and 2s.
Can you patch the two shows together?
Skype call.
Skype call. I think we need to Skype here, over there, and we need to like join the two calls together.
Do it. Peer
Huh?
pressure. Peer
He's on the
pressure.
phone with his co-host. Okay.
Peer pressure.
Well, you can tell him that the Almighty One show is the most watched show on the Comedy Slam radio.
And we're better than them.
We're better.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my brother's neglect on us.
Yes. You're fired. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We need to call the Trump. That's what we need to do. The kingpin of Atlantic City.
That's not
what
as good
we
as
need to
NASA,
do.
though.
It's not as good as NASA.
No,
It's not as good as the Vatican. But,
No.
you know, that
Wish I
hairless
someday
wonder.
would.
You don't need to do anything.
What?
You don't need to call anyone.
Why?
We're going to call everybody we want. So shove your lemon pledge up
Go
your
home.
ass.
Go home, sir. You're drunk.
Go home, sir. I'm drunk. Okay.
You can be drunk. I'll be this. I'll be the designated driver. We were just talking about this.
You are not driving my car.
My brother and I were just talking about this. When I turn 21, he's going to have his driver's license. I now have a designated driver. Don't shake your head at me.
Well, actually, he has to be 18.
Really?
If you're going out drinking, the person in the front seat, if he's under the age, if he is under the age of 18, the person in the front seat not only has to be over 18, I think actually has to be over 21,
America.
has to be sober.
On 16 for a license?
Well, you get 16 for a permit.
No, it's 15 for a permit.
Well, 15 for a permit.
And then license, you can do whatever you want. YOLO.
It's 16.
Yeah.
but-
He's turning 16 and will have his driver's license. We just finished his driver's ed course, remember?
Yeah, but he's not allowed to drive after midnight. Even at 6, once he gets his license, he has to be home by like midnight or something. No, midnight. Midnight.
I just have my license. Don't start with me.
You better shut the hell up. I'll kick your fat ass.
Come get beach. Even then,
Dad, you woman.
I'll go to karaoke night, down a few. He can take me home.
Yeah, I bet you'll down a few.
Why does everything have to be sex with you?
Because I'm older and don't get it as much.
And this is America.
YOLO.
No YOLO on the show.
YOLO. That's
You
why
know what?
I life
think
for me.
I think it's about time we either get Antonio or what the fuck's your name again? Dominique.
Hey, little brother. Antonio Dominique.
Are we calling a woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it has to be Antonio. Or it has to be Dominique.
No, you do it. You offered your massage services.
Oh, okay.
Offer.
All right.
Make it
Ladies,
funny.
the lady's name is Valerie. And she's a little Italian lady. So,
She's a New Yorker.
she is. So, hold on. Let me...
Boop, boop, boop. Yes, you have to do that.
For some reason, I am tired. I got up really early this morning.
I went to
Like
bed really
3 o'clock
really
in the
late.
morning and 8:30 this morning.
I don't run well on
Alright, you guys ready?
Yes, we are ready. See, I told you not to dial the 1. Her name is what?
Valerie. Answer.
Valerie.
You've reached Valerie Chaccio, Director of Community Relations, Brooksville and Spring.
We don't know. We planned this. Valerie, she doesn't know we're calling. Yeah. So we just picked a number in the phone book at random. Let's try her again.
Fa la 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 la. If you pull it up more, there's a call button.
Right.
Get used to Skype Beach. You're supposed to be on top of this sheet.
You would think people are home at this time of night.
Probably eating.
Probably.
You've reached.
Okay. Well, Valerie didn't work out, so we're going to have to try her in a little bit. We got anybody else? No, nobody else.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see.
We got the lemon pledge.
We like lemon. This is the text message I got from what's his face out there.
I'm nursing this shit.
Running this
Running
shit.
this shit. Okay. Speaking of you going to Applebee's later,
Yes.
we have a little story about Applebee's.
Okay, you do that. Well,
I will do the story while we look up just another number to call somebody else up. Imagine you're a waitress.
Wait,
out.
I found a number. It's someone Sarah and I know. His name is Alex.
Okay, well,
He used to work at Domino's. Sarah knows the Alex I'm talking about.
I used to work at Domino's too.
You can do You can do Antonio and ask for his girlfriend, his fiance.
What's his fiance's? No, I can't tell his name over the air. What's his fiance's name? First name only.
What is her name?
I don't even think he has a fiance.
I thought they were together. Hang on, I gotta go find this shit.
Yes, we are looking up random phone numbers in the phone book and just calling people up because it is fun.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Hang on, I
are
gotta
we
find his
ready?
name. There we go. Little elusive fuck. I'm just waiting for my.
Anyway, Imagine you're a waitress out with friends and a night off when you lose your wallet. Cash, credit cards, driver's license, all gone. Have you ever had that happen?
Nope.
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 Your bank later informs you that checks are being issued in your name. It's a pain, but you carry on. 2 weeks later, you're at work when 4 people walk in and sit in your section. They start ordering drinks. You ask to see their IDs. A woman in the group hands a driver's license to you. You look down, and it's yours. Now, I don't know about you, but if somebody did that to me and they handed me my own driver's license, I'd smack the shit out of them.
I'd be like, hey, look, my face.
Right. So I would definitely do a citizen's arrest at that point in time.
I'd be very upset.
I would too.
I think her name is Mary Beth, by the way.
So this precisely what happened in Colorado, say happened to Brianna Pretty, a server in a Lakewood Applebee's. Pretty didn't panic. She handed it back to her, said, I'll be right back with your margarita. She called the police, tried to act normal while waiting for them to arrive. I put on the server smile and tried to take care of them, but I was shaking like crazy, apparently. When the police arrived, the woman whose name has not been released was arrested on suspicion of theft, identity theft, criminal impersonation. Police also found narcotics in her possession. The police over there was like, dumb criminal. That's the first thing that came to their mind. Dumb criminal. What was even dumber is the girl was 26. She could have used her own ID.
Insanity.
Instead of somebody else. I tell you, man, that Mile High in Denver, Colorado area, I think the air just gets to people's brain. Much like the sun here in Florida. Kind of like the two polar extremes. Denver, Colorado. Any place in Florida. So I don't know you know what, we need to give the number to the audience. 813-235-0644 to call in.
We talk about this. I'm the number person. Don't
Okay, then you do the number.
The number is 813-235-0644.
Right. And then you can call in and you can talk to the Almighty One and Missy Submissive.
Yes.
Missy the Submissive.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't know. If you were a waiter or a waitress, if there are any waiter or waitresses, call in.
Please do.
Please call in.
Please.
Yes.
I'm begging.
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 Yes.
I'll get on my knees and beg.
Let's do that.
Not for you.
But you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for our lovely listeners.
I'll beg the camera, not you.
So beg the camera. Please. On your knees. On your knees, boy. So, right. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think I literally would go ballistic. Fuck my job. This guy has my ID. Who the hell knows what he's done?
I'd be pissed.
I would be too.
No, don't go in there.
No, you can't go in there.
No.
No. That's what he said about you.
I'm not ready.
Wow. That's why you're still almost a virgin.
How am I almost a virgin?
I don't know. You said it to me earlier. Or was that half a virgin?
I don't know.
So, I think I'd go ballistic. If somebody had my ID. I would. I'd fuck the police.
I would flip out.
I think I'd be in my right state of mind.
Isn't her name Mary Beth, by the way? Isn't her name Mary Beth? No, I'm serious.
We should call that other number back again. The first one, yeah.
Oh, I think he was going to try and call them.
The telephone is ringing.
Sometimes I look myself and I look across the water.
You're nuts.
You've reached Valerie.
Oh, no.
No, she wasn't ready.
Bad girl. Bad girl. You're a bad girl. Yes, Almighty.
No, I'm not ready. Don't hurt me. He's hurting me. Do you see this? He's hitting me. He's hitting me.
You want another number or what?
Yeah, let's call the next one on the list. I think we had 3 numbers scheduled.
Harry or Alex? I don't have Alex's number still.
Okay, now you can be Dominique the Dominatrix.
Who are we calling?
I don't know. Some guy named Al. I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you call
no.
me Al. Call me Al. Boy, that got you pretty damn excited. Maybe we got to call Juice Box.
No, she said to call her at like after. Well, let me see.
You know what? What we'll do is we'll take another break, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to try and find this number.
We're gonna find a lot.
We're going to find a lot of numbers. Okay. This is the Almighty One Show. Take another break. We'll be back in a little bit.
Ciao.
You are listening to a recorded version of the Almighty One Show here on ComedySlamRadio.com. You are
Go conversation seems to justify the sense that it's to touch us. Walking elegantly through the night, the salt in my sweat. Now you're ready to be my seducing little pretty hair. This harbor's been said too much. There's no more fish in the sea. Now my life without your passion, that seems to bother me. Why don't we talk about where we can stay the night together, or spend the night alone? Take me to your highest place, go real slow, 'cause I want you to know if you come with me, you believe this shit. 'Cause I'm ready to drink your juices dry.
No, I think we got more than that. We got a minute left. I just wanted you to pay attention because I didn't know where we were at.
This is the Nick.
You're going to make the call, right?
If you come with me, you believe this shit. 'Cause I'm ready to drink your juice.
Yes.
That's right. If you come with me, then I'll come with you. Because I'm ready to drink your juice. That's right. Something in the air tonight that's making me go wild. Oh, it's making me go wild, yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get a cue for that.
You should
We
definitely.
need to, like, shoot him. There we go. Next time, cue me in. Know you're rolling. Shut your mouth. Anyway. All right. We're going to make this call. Okay? We found somebody else
Who should be able to take a joke?
through the magic of the phone book.
I'm hoping they'll take a
Go.
joke.
We're going to introduce to Dominique, the Dominatrix.
Hello.
This is Dominique, the Dominatrix. I'm looking for Tyler.
They hung up on us.
This is so
This is
disappointing.
no fun anymore. We should call his ass back.
I don't even want to talk to this fool anymore.
I know.
What
an
a
asshole.
fool.
I figured.
You shall be severely punished.
Thank you for calling Tacos for Tacos and Pizza. How may I take your order?
How dare you hang up on me? You shall be severely punished.
Sir, you called me.
You hung up on me, sir. And who do you think
sir,
you are?
Sir, I am just a cashier. I am just a cashier.
My name is Dominique, and you will address me as mistress.
Sir, I think you have the wrong number.
I do not have the wrong number. I know exactly who you are, and I know exactly how you like it.
Sir, this is a fast food restaurant, not a whorehouse.
That's what you think, because I know you are a dirty whore.
Sir, if you're not calling to order, then I'm going to hang up.
Your sister gave me the number. You need to listen to what I have to say. Give me everything you got, because I will turn you into the biggest submissive you will ever know.
We should call him back up and say hi. We've been looking for Dominique. Dominique.
Once more. Do you want to do it or shall I? Ones and twos.
Nicole's gay brothel. How may I help you, say?
Hello, this is Antonio, and I operate the Almighty One escort service. Have you been receiving calls from Dominique the Dominic?
Okay,
that is so wrong.
Can we call him up off of my phone?
Sure. Yeah, we have to hook it up.
Okay, we'll take the
We'll
plug
hook it
and
up.
play.
Who's gonna do it this time?
I'll get it. Hang on. I'll do it this
You
time.
do it this time.
This is Missy the Submissive from the Almighty One Show. You've just been prank called. Oh, now he's not going to answer me.
He's got it. It's your phone. He has your number, right?
Yeah, he has my number.
Hello?
This is Missy the Submissive. Have you been receiving some calls lately? Because we just want to let you know that you are on...
The Almighty One Show. You have been pranked.
Isn't it fantastic?
He's so speechless. He doesn't... He hung up on us. Oh, my God. What assholes.
Oh, I'm no longer paying him.
Yes, that's it. Just get the siren on as loud as you can. Take out my ear, why don't you?
I will.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. We got a thing here. You should tune into the show. Tune in. I am broadcasting now.
She just missed the greatest part. Oh, God.
It's too bad we don't have a man that we can call that has a girlfriend. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a man that we can call that has a girlfriend? You need to write down the name of the girlfriend.
Your sister gave me the number. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe we prank called him. I can't believe he hung up on me 4 times. What a hoe.
Well, we can do this for about another 7 minutes. And then we'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll go over some of the...
I am so done with breaks.
Oh, you're done with breaks?
I'm done with breaks.
Well, unfortunately, we have to pay the bills here.
You pay the bills. I sit here and look pretty.
I broke.
I'm broke.
Uh-huh. So, anyway, well, while we're doing that, we might as well talk about this woman, Svetlana Pankratova.
Pankratova.
Right. A woman in the world's woman with the world's longest female legs is now a high school basketball coach.
Oh my God.
This woman apparently of all the strange pseudo celebrities to come and go in the world of high school athletics, few can boast a more unique talent than Svetlana Pankratova, a former Russian women's basketball player. And you know what's even funnier? Is that she's not fat. So what ends up happening here is this is assistant coach at Falls Church, Virginia, George Mason High, but she'll never be known for his skill as hoops coach. Wow.
If we could only show you this picture.
Yes, but I want to describe this for a second. Pankratova has a much more distinct physical trait that dominates practically any and all conversations about her. She has the longest legs of any woman in history. As reported by the Washington Post, the State of Nova's blog, as well as BuzzFeed and other outlets, Pankratova married a Falls Church resident, Jack Gosnell, got her green card, and took position as an assistant coach at George Mason High, one of the state's top girls basketball teams. The George Mason's Mustangs were recently eliminated from the state playoffs in the semifinals. But yet, they are the top state's girls basketball program. Something doesn't make sense. Being a girls basketball coach seems like a perfectly reasonable occupation for a woman who happens to be blessed with the world's longest legs. And she will be hoping to add to the Mustangs' history of success in Virginia with a strong basketball background that includes stints with the Russian national team in Virginia Commonwealth. Because you know the Russians, when we play basketball, we know how to jump it through the hoop.
We play for Mother Russia.
We play for Mother Russia, that is right. Because if Mother Russia, we lose. No, I'm doing Russian.
No, you went Australian.
I did not go Australian.
You fail.
I do not fail. We play Mother Russia.
I smell burnt popcorn.
I do too. You know what? I guess we're ready for the. You have the name of the girlfriend, right?
It's Sydney, correct?
Okay. And what's the name of the guy?
Sam.
Sam. Okay.
Right.
Sydney and Sam.
Sam the man.
Sam the man.
But you are calling
Sydney.
Sam.
I'm calling for Sydney.
Yes.
Hello. Nothing.
What a bad boy.
I think the guy on the ones and twos needs to be shot.
He's ignoring you.
He's ignoring. He's on the phone.
What
Winter's not having any luck tonight with doing the almighty escort service. Exactly. I want to get one of these. There we go. Well, you know what? Later on in the show, hopefully in the next 15, we should have a drunk black man calling up.
Yes, I love the drunk black man.
Jamal, the drunk black man.
Jamal!
I hope he calls in tonight. He's a pretty funny guy.
That and Juicebox actually wants you to call her today, but go easy on her because she's tired.
Well, then call her.
She said call me at like 10:30.
So she's going to dictate when we call her? God damn it. Ugh. and okay, so you know what? We were talking about spring break earlier.
Spring break 13.
We are enjoying our spring break.
I am enjoying it.
We don't have to go to class tomorrow.
I'm still reading for that.
Or no,
class.
we didn't have to go to class today.
I don't have to go to class today.
We don't have to go to class on
tomorrow.
Thursday.
I don't
Well,
have to go
you're
on
the only one that
Thursday.
has class tomorrow.
I didn't have to go yesterday.
Well, you know what? You're kind of like spring break. Yeah.
What?
You're kind of like school on spring break.
How?
No class.
Your face has no class.
Hey, that's an old Fat Albert joke. I had to get that one out. Don't you sign language on me. Whatever. So, we have many people that love listening to our show. Maybe we should prank call Erica.
Erica.
Hey, Erica, if you're out there listening to the show,
Come
please
to me,
call the
baby.
number
813-235-0644.
and maybe the Missy the Submissive will love on you.
Maybe just a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit. And then
Just
we
a
have to
little
bring
bit.
right. Then we'll bring out Antonio, because you know that Erica loves Antonio.
Maybe she likes Dominique the Dominatrix more.
Maybe she likes both of us.
I am more fun. I provide the wheel.
That's okay. I provide the dance pole. And it's ribbed for her pleasure.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, no, because you like to ride them bareback. 9 months later, you'll have a baby. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. Oh, I lost my internet.
Interwebs, where did you go?
Somehow.
Interwebs.
It's not an interweb.
It's the interwebs.
Not interweb.
America.
Would you shut up? You don't know what you're talking about.
America.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we've decided to be the nutcases of the show. Shall we call somebody else? What is this? You die now. Yes, Tyler, if you are listening to us, we called you and prank called you because we can do that, because this is the Almighty One escort service. And my name is Antonio.
And my name is Dominique the Dominatrix.
I realized that JT's laugh sounds like a drunken pirate.
There is no JT on here, only the Almighty, and you will call me the Almighty.
I'll do what I want. This is America.
I can't hear you over my
No,
freedom.
my contract says you shall. In here, I am the Almighty One. I do not sound like a drunk pirate.
Yes, you do.
I do not sound like a drunk pirate.
Missy the submissive says, you just got prank-called.
Now, I've been told I have an evil laugh.
No, you sound like a drunk pirate.
You know what? On this show, we have been talking about the Pope for the last few weeks.
Pope.
And there's two new interesting stories about the Pope. Exactly. Apparently, they have locked the cardinals into a Sistine Chapel to pick the Pope. They are all prisoners of their own divine.
No, that's just called conclave.
Whatever. It says cardinals from around the globe locked themselves into the Sistine Chapel Tuesday to choose a new leader for the 1.2 billion Catholics and their troubled church.
Pretty much called conclave.
It's not a conclave.
Yes, it's called conclave.
It's a mass.
No, it's them locking themselves up and them voting. It's called conclave.
Mass vote.
Conclave.
Mass vote.
Conclave.
We're going to call it what the Almighty One wants to call it. You need to stop. You're nuts. Right. Okay. Well, stop pushing buttons. We're syncing our show to levels we have never been before. Apparently led by prelates holding a crucifix and candles, the cardinals chanted the Litany of Saints, the hypnotic Gregorian chant imploring the intercession of the saints as they filed into the chapel and took their oath of secrecy. Well, if it's an oath of secrecy, how are we supposed to know about it?
Because it's conclave. We know exactly what happens up until that point.
Yeah, but how does anybody know that there's an oath of secrecy, an oath of secrecy, if this oath is supposed to be secret?
No, the oath of secrecy is to say not tell what goes on past that point.
Right, but they filed in the chapel and took their oath of secrecy.
That does not mean that the oath is secret.
Oath has to be secret.
No, it's
not. If it's an oath of secrecy...
No, it's an oath of secrecy.
It should be deodorant.
No. You are a pain in the ass.
It's like, sure.
You know what that's called? That's called an ass.
whatever. So, yeah, that sounds good. Lock them up in the freaking conclave or whatever you want to call it. So, apparently, Benedict the 16th resignation has thrown the church into turmoil. Oh no, and exposed deep divisions among the cardinals grappling with apparently conflicting needs for a manager to clean up the Vatican's dysfunctional bureaucracy, and a pastor who can inspire Catholics at a time of waning faith and growing secularism. Right. And when they entered in, and then finally they told everybody to get out. Oh, you...
I was opening a door.
Yes, because I hit the wrong one.
Because you can't do it like I can.
Well, yeah, I've been doing this show for a year and a half before you, so...
I'm still much better than you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why we've sunk into... Oh, you're right. In a final appeal before the conclave began, the Dean of College Cardinals, retired Cardinal Angelo Sodano, appealed for unity within the church, urging the cardinal electors to put their differences aside for the good of the church.
Shut up.
No. Of course, you know, we had that one guy who... Do you remember me, Eddie?
Uh-oh.
God, I wish we had that video again.
That's what she said.
Yes, exactly. That's what she said. You remember me, Eddie?
When I killed your brother, I sound just like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't here last week,
we had a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun. We made fun of the Pope.
Again.
The Pope candidates. Because one of them literally does look like...
the bad guy.
The bad guy from... Who framed Roger Rabbit.
I thought it was Who Killed Roger Rabbit.
No, it's Who Framed.
Okay.
It's Who Framed.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you. God damn.
We're just saying it's Who Framed.
Shut up.
In music news, we talk about... I think Justin Bieber and Lady Gaga are literally the most... have fans that are the most... gotta be in... reprehensible
Don't talk
idiots.
about My Little Monsters
like
that.
No,
don't talk about My Little Monsters.
No,
do not talk
We're
about the
going
Little
to
Monsters.
talk about idiots.
Your
Idiot
face.
monsters. Fans of Lady Gaga, 26, were not happy when the news of the star may be planning a summer wedding with her boyfriend, actor Taylor Kinney, 31. Oh my God, Lady Gaga.
Let me get it.
Lady Gaga's not allowed to have a life. Oh my God, because you know... Would you stop pushing buttons? I'm going to disable that thing. I swear to God, I'm going to disable that thing. I can disable that thing. Well, you know what? No. There we go. It's done. It's mine. It's coming to Papa. Yes. You have been punished. You are grounded. You are not allowed to have the thing
You
anymore.
realize he's been gone for almost an hour.
Well, you know what? Nolan is even when he's here, he's gone. So.
Oh, who's this?
We actually have a phone call.
Hi.
Caller, this is the Almighty One. What is your name?
Missy, or your juice box, whichever one works for you.
Who is this?
She just told you it's
Juice Box. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Juice Box.
He took my toy away.
What's up, bitches?
Did you just
What's
call
up,
me a bitch?
Oh.
Just
I noticed that you guys were absolutely bored, so I decided to call in.
Oh, we weren't bored.
I was playing with buttons.
Yeah, meaning she's bored.
He took my buttons away. I like a button.
Okay, this is going to make you guys freaking happy. Michael, on Saturday, I was taking him to T-Mobile because they shut off his phone for not paying nearly $300 to activate his phone. So I took him there, and I paid 70-something bucks to get his phone back on. And I looked at him on the way back, and I went, "You realize you were my prostitute?" And he goes, "No, I'm not." And I'm like, "I pay for your phone, I buy you nice things, and I get you food. You are my bitch. You are my prostitute. Now give me Cocoa Puffs." And he just looked at me like, "Okay." Anyway, and got me a bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
Michael is now a hoe.
Michael should learn to let you come down here and wrestle the Almighty.
Nah.
Come on, we could do this for charity, like diabetes or My Pocket.
Yeah, I can't even swing going to my cousin's graduation, I do not think I'm going to be able to swing coming down there in June.
Vegas.
Well, that's why we're trying to get people to donate money for this.
No, it's not that. It's work. I do not want to lose my job. And I want to go to Vegas, so yeah.
Pay it forward. You know, maybe we can hook this up and maybe we can do it in Vegas.
No.
We could.
No, that's our sacred thing.
Go
Leave
ahead,
alone.
drag the Almighty One with you. There we go.
No.
Because I could put us up in like a 5-star. Well, wait a minute. Hear me out here. I could put us up in a 5-star suite.
I've seen the suite I'm going to be in. It's
Very,
actually
very little money whatsoever. I probably could stay there for a week for maybe $200.
go away. This is
Okay.
my birthday party.
Well, wait a minute. We can turn this
No.
into a mixture thing.
No,
okay?
we're not turning my birthday into a mixture
Almighty.
thing.
Let me tell you something. What part of no do you not understand? The N or the O?
November. She doesn't get it.
Yes, Sarah.
He's being a pain in my ass.
I am not.
You're not.
Just Sarah, because I'm going to tackle her in the airport, and that's pretty much it. So
I'm gonna die. She's gonna kill me. I'm gonna be.
So
gonna kill you.
you
I'm
dropped
gonna get
me.
you absolutely
you
wasted
know
and
what?
get you alone.
You know what, Juice Box? I'm disappointed in you.
La la la.
What I do?
You dropped me as a friend.
That I have my reasons for.
You have your reason for. You can't drop the Almighty One.
I can if my boyfriend won't stop bitching about it.
Well, I thought he was your bitch. Remember?
He is a bitch.
He is my bitch, but sometimes I have to concede some things for him, and especially now.
Oh,
that
so
he
now,
feels
in other words,
Sarah's going to steal me at any second.
He's allowed to be on my friends list, but you're not. Wow, that's a double standard there.
Double standard. Hypocrite.
No, actually, he's just too damn lazy. He doesn't really. I'll be honest. He's told me he does not like you and he wants to take you off, but he's too damn lazy to do it. So I just go whatever.
He's a
He's
pussy.
going to take me out?
He wants to take
Yeah,
you
he
off his
kind of
friend.
doesn't like you guys. But
Well, that's all right. My audience didn't like him either.
We really don't.
yeah. Okay. Here's what happened. My mom comes in around the time you guys get off the phone with me and tells me it's food time. So I say okay, and I go outside and I mentioned to him, I'm like, oh yeah, they were talking about dildo wrestling, and I walked out of the room, and as soon as I come back with food, he's on the phone yelling at you guys, and I'm going shit.
Well, we hung up
Here we
on him.
go.
Number one, you don't leave your phone anywhere. Number two,
I'm in my own freaking house. I'm gonna leave it in my room at some point.
Well, you know what he said to us? He goes, I listened to your thing, and I'm really not happy with the whole Missy the submissive, if she, doing my girlfriend, with a dildo. And I was
is
like,
absolutely terrified, mortified that she's gonna take me away.
which kind of sounds like half the fun on Vegas.
and I was about ready to turn around and say, well, what if your girlfriend wins? Then she be able to give it to Missy. And he was like going all off and whatever, so we hung up on his ass.
Yeah, we did. It was kind of
Yeah, I came in right before you guys hung up, and he's like, "They hung up on me," and guess what? Just as I expected, I got it from both Missy and him. So I'm like, "Oh great, my butthole hurts."
Yeah, so like the next day I'm like, oh my God. I went and looked and she had like defriended me.
Yeah, he wouldn't shut up about it. So
that's because he's
if you want to ask
pussy.
Missy, that night was not a nice night because you just ask her, she'll tell you.
I don't think we talked for like a week at that point.
Nope.
Well, if the man can't take a joke seriously, I mean, really, he calls me up
Normally he can.
and he threatens the Almighty One. First off, you don't do that on my show.
Normally he can take a joke because we joke like that all the time, most of the time. But to that degree, and when it's something that's like that precious to him, or that's what he says is that precious to him, he gets very, 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 very pissy, and his psychotic mother side comes out.
Then don't suggest inflammatory topics around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
And then I get in trouble for not saying anything. So
you need to request the
it's
Almighty
double-edged
One as your friend again.
It's a double-edged sword, guys.
No, because I'm really a nice person. Ask Missy. You should see what we do in school.
He hits me.
I do not hit you.
You grab me by my hair. You throw me around.
I do not.
That's my job.
Wait a minute. Wow. I do not grab your hair and throw you around.
Bullshit.
No. That what happened? Now see, here's what happened. What happened was I just grabbed a little bit of her hair.
He grabs my whole ponytail
and tried to make it like I was threatening her, so that her and I could play this little joke on this guy that we didn't even know, who was walking in the parking lot.
It was so funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. And because we have the same warped sense of humor, I was like, I gotta go home. That's what she says, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I says, so I kind of grabbed her hair, but I didn't like yank it. And I was like, that's right, bitch. You better get your ass home. When I get home from school, there better be dinner on a fucking table when I get home. And she's like, shut up, bitch. And we started arguing for a little bit. This guy
is waiting for my parking spot.
No. This guy was walking.
Oh, was he walking?
Yeah, he was walking. The other person who was waiting for the parking lot didn't know what was going on. So he looks at me, and I'm like, what the fuck you looking at? That's my bitch, you know?
Wow, you're horrible.
Oh my God, you should have seen the look on his face. and Missy pulls off a classic. She just does. She just she gets it going. It's hilarious.
I start shit.
I can see that.
My head hurts.
We had this one girl cracking up outside of a class. She was like, yeah, we finally told her what we were, and she's like, yeah, I listen to you guys every week. Out when you guys are out here, you guys are pretty funny.
I found the producer.
You found the producer?
I found the producer.
Oh. Hey, Nolan.
Hey, guy.
So you need to request the Almighty One back on your Facebook page, because I'm in Facebook jail for another 12 days.
Really?
You're in
Yes.
jail.
What did you do?
I requested 3 people to be my friend because they liked my fan page. 2 of them accepted. The next thing I know, I'm being banned again from trying to get people to be my fans and be my friends and listen to the show. So I've gotten another 30-day suspension.
Oh, Jonathan knows all about that. Somebody reported him, and
I got reported for no reason, and I logged out onto Facebook one day, and it said, you've been temporarily suspended for 30 days.
He goes, I can't like anything.
I can't
That's called a troll.
Comment.
Yeah, we couldn't like any. I can't like anything. I can't send a message to people I don't know.
That's called a troll.
Yeah, I mean, I sent maybe 4 to 6 friends requests out that month alone.
I found the burnt popcorn.
And not all at once. So I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I know. I hate Tailbook. Anyway.
So you have to re-add the Almighty One.
She hates Failbook, but she's on it all the time and tagging me and shit.
Yeah, you have to re-add the Almighty One.
All right.
It's not like I go out of my way to find you all the time anyway, so...
Yeah.
I've got like a gazillion things that I've got to do during my day.
Yeah.
Pussy.
I have one left now because I'm done with my on-campus classes. All I've got is 1 term of online classes, and I've got a bachelor's degree. Woohoo!
And what are you going to do with that degree?
What am I going to do with that degree? I'm going to shove it up your ass. That's what I'm going to do.
Try me, bitch. Let's go.
If I get you drunk enough in Vegas, you'll let me.
You know what? I still think we should have a wrestling match between you two. That'd be freaking hilarious.
That'll happen in the privacy of our suite. Thank you very much.
You wish.
Pudding idea.
What?
Huh?
Take up my pudding idea.
Pudding idea. This pudding tastes good. That wasn't pudding.
Nice.
Oh my god.
It was creamy, but it wasn't pudding.
I wondered why it didn't taste like vanilla.
Okay. Are you good? Okay. You're listening to the new music as of late, right, Missy?
Kind of.
Like the hip hop crap. Okay, you know how they're making mention to they're calling the female genitalia Donkey Kong? Since when did they go from cats to mammals with opposable thumbs? And if that's Donkey Kong, what's your asshole? Like Duty Kong Jr. or something like that? Like, what the fuck?
It's Mario.
This stupid.
Yoshi.
Yeah, I was gonna call it.
That's
Yeah, it's called
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Your
You know,
face is a Yoshi.
I really
You're a Yoshi.
hate. After Donkey Kong, Mario just went too far.
Mario.
Yeah.
Mario. It just
Mario.
like most people don't know Mario. Mario got its start from Donkey Kong.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, this is stupid. Like, whatever.
Where you actually can't beat the game. So yeah.
Well, no, it's boring. I jump
no,
on top.
No, I'm not kidding you. You actually can't beat that arcade game because you get to like the last level and it glitches on you and you automatically die.
I've not heard of that one.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Wow.
You're talking to the nerd.
Are you?
I'm like the nerd queen.
Are you upset that Lady Gaga might want to get married?
Yes.
No, I don't care.
Use a hoe.
Like I don't give a fuck. Let her do what she wants to do.
Yeah, people are like on Twitter going, please don't. Lady Gaga's getting married to a dude. What a joke. So much for I was born this way. Sellout. She should have married a female too.
Oh, that's mean.
Lady Gaga, are you really getting married with Tyler? What about us? Oh, yeah. Because what are these fucking children?
Yeah,
No,
we are her
that's
little
not
monsters.
the most atrocious thing I've seen. There's some conservative Republican chick who's getting bitched at because she took her 9-year-old or like 10-year-old to Victoria's Secret for panties, for cotton underwear.
What?
And they're bitching at her for it. Yeah.
I remember the day. I can honestly tell you this, though. I remember the day when it came to women's lingerie. It was like, you walk into a department store, where's the women's lingerie? Oh, you go up the aisle to the women's clothes, you turn left, go down this hallway, take the elevator to the 3rd floor of the dungeon, because literally women's lingerie was hidden. You didn't see it. Not like today where it's all over the place. So
take the elevator to hell.
Right, take the elevator to hell, turn right, and about 5 doors down, open that door, tell the person bibbity bop, and you're going to get in to see the lingerie. You know, it's literally what lingerie was back in the day when I was a child.
I want a bustier.
I'd love to see that.
What?
Have you not seen the Rocky Horror
salivating
Pictures?
right now thinking about it.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I want to see that. I'm salivating at the mouth right now thinking about that.
Thinking about what?
She said she wanted a bustier.
Well, why don't you get one for her? Then she
I'll
could
get
be your
no,
bitch.
actually, I prefer her without anything on, so.
This is
Well, I
getting
think
really
all
awkward
men
with my
really
brother
appreciate
outside and paying attention.
I have one.
Oh, you weren't
You
here for
have
the first show.
bustier?
No, I don't. I have like 3 pairs of fishnets though.
How do you have 3 pairs of fishnets? I gave you
Rocky
one.
Horror, that's all. I don't
I
know.
gave you one.
I don't know.
Oh, how are his white balls, by the way?
You've been listening to the show, huh?
I caught, like, snippets of it.
Well, yeah.
They're a little
Yeah.
blue
Yeah,
right
I
now.
caught, like, the first 15 minutes, and then, like, around 6 o'clock, I tuned in for, like, 10 minutes.
And then you left us?
9 o'clock your time.
Then you left us?
I was in the middle of work.
Oh. Well, you know, you should
So,
tell work that the
great.
Almighty One show is on and they need to excuse you.
For 3 hours?
Sure.
Yeah, that's, like, my entire shift. No.
Well, apparently,
Oh,
like I said, everybody's up in arms about Lady Gaga wanting to get married. And, like, even this one guy, Lady Gaga, ain't nobody got time to get married, girl.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
And the name is Bomb Black Jesus. B-O-M Black Jesus.
I'm just going to shake my head.
You know what? We need to get everybody on the Almighty One show to bomb Black Jesus with, like, you know what? We didn't have a stupid award this week.
He is our stupid
Well,
award.
we're gonna get. You know what? Bomb Black Jesus or Jesus. If you want
Jesus.
to put it that way.
Bomb Black Jesus.
At Bomb Black Jesus, we all need to like tell him that the Almighty One show says he has won the almighty "What the
Stupid
fuck was I
award.
thinking" award.
Bitch, ain't nobody got time for that.
Right. Would you go to the wedding?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you go to the wedding, Juice Box?
I would.
I want to see what she would
I would cheer her on. Go for it.
I want to know what she would wear. Would she wear white? Would it be made out of meat? Oh, it could be made out of straws.
You guys are nuts.
You sure it's not made out of used condom wrappers?
Your face is made out of used condom wrappers.
Let's get it on.
Condoms.
He's the culprit of the burnt popcorn.
Missy the Submissive versus Juice Box.
Round 1.
That is a private show. You will not get to see that.
Oh, and the Almighty One sees all.
You see nothing.
You will see nothing.
I
What
know.
happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, except in our case.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, you know, they say you're
Sorry, Benny.
either on my side, by my side, or in my fucking way. Choose wisely.
What part of inflammatory topics did you not comprehend?
I had to do it at least once.
Do what?
Nothing.
I'm not
She's
allowed
gonna
to provoke.
tear me a new asshole.
I'm
later
not
for
allowed
it.
to provoke Michael, but you're allowed to provoke my boyfriend. Uncool.
Oh, you provoke Michael all the time.
I do not.
You just don't know it.
Yeah, but she doesn't do it on the air.
I don't do it on purpose.
That's the correct shit, but okay.
Your face is a load of shit.
Ooh. Let's lay us to
But
smack us down.
I'm thirsty.
All right. And let me see what you think about this, Juice Box. We'll get you into this. Police in Oakland, California, apparently I guess it was a few months back, this guy named Chow Van was kept in the Oakland, California Police Department most wanted lists for months, despite the fact that he actually wasn't wanted for any crime. The story.
That's ridiculous.
Apparently the story goes. According to the Oakland Tribune, 37-year-old Van was named one of Oakland's 4 most wanted criminals for allegedly nearly beating a man to death with a baseball bat in 2011 on December.
Beat a man with a baseball bat.
Right. Gawker explains that Van, an accountant, wasn't even aware he was wanted for any crime until a friend told him he had just seen Van's name in a picture on the local news station in February of 2012.
Wow.
Yes, justifiably armed, Van went into hiding for a week. He then turned himself into the police. According to the Tribune, the police arrested him and sent him to Santa Rita jail, where he was released 3 days later, after prosecutors threw out the charge. While Van was in jail, however, the Oakland Police Department released a statement saying one of the Oakland's 4 most wanted suspects has been taken off the streets. It added that Van is safely behind bars after turning himself in due to media pressure.
That's weird.
Oh, it gets even better. Apparently, even more bizarrely, after being released, he was kept on the most wanted list for 6 months. Van's attorney, DeWitt Lacey, told the Tribune that they didn't correct the error and they didn't apologize for it. And the attorney is describing his client as an upstanding member of the community who has always lived a respectable life. Van is suing for defamation, false arrest, and imprisonment, violation of his civil rights, and emotional distress. The lawsuit also concedes that Van lives in a state of embarrassment, depression, and shame. In an interview with the Courthouse News, John L. Burris, one of Van's attorneys, said, "This is pretty outrageous. We don't know how this mistake was made. We don't know how this happened." Could you actually, living in California as you do, could you actually believe something like this could happen?
Oh, yeah.
But did he do
California
it?
police people and all that crap. They're ridiculous. They're like fucking retarded.
And you want to be one of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like them, but I mean, I know better than that. That's such a crap.
But did he do it? That is my question. Did he actually try and beat this guy? Or do whatever he did, like beat the guy with a bat? Did he really do it?
Probably not. Or was somebody may have taken his information and used it in order to do that crime. That happens all the time.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes, make those tits look even bigger than they already are.
Piss up a rope.
Here, we'll just...
I'm sticking out now. Dude, Missy, did I tell you, like, I didn't really tell you because I don't really get to call you much anymore, but I'm a security guard, so I work a bunch of different shit. Well, a couple weeks back, I was assigned to a double Sweet 16 birthday party at a country club, and I almost had a guy sitting in my lap because he wanted to get out and come back in to get his phone out of the damn car. And I'm going, what the fuck are you trying to do, kid? I'm like 4 years older than you. Please do not make me a sex offender. And they're like flirting with me and shit, and it's like, really? Were we like that a couple years ago? Are you kidding me?
Yes, we were like that a couple years ago.
Wow.
Love
I'm just
sick
like,
puppies.
oh dear God. No. I can remember when Missy was chased as a fucking nun. I remember when the change happened exactly. The exact, like, time period when she became what she is now. Because I remember, like, we did this thing, like, called...
We
like,
don't talk about my life like this.
Oh, no, my listeners want to know.
Thing.
Yeah, listeners,
It's like,
please.
One day I bring it up, and then the next day she's like, oh, yeah, I'm totally cool with it. When before she's like...
I can't believe Missy the Submissive was ever a prude.
I was a serious prude.
I could never believe that she was a prude. That's just hard for me to believe.
Like, I even bring it up, and she was like, okay, I'm going to avoid the subject.
Look,
then,
more
like,
burnt
she says,
popcorn.
Oh, I went to my ex-boyfriend's house, and I go, okay. And all of a sudden, bam.
Bam.
Dirty jokes everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. I've known her that long.
Well,
We've known each
never
other for 7 years, I think.
I'll never forget how we started talking to each other in school. Turns out we had the same class together, first class together, and then like hours later we had a second class. It was in different rooms, but at the same time. So we used to just sit out and try to make people think we were weird.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was hilarious. And I said, you know, you would make a good addition to the show because I could tell she had the same warped, demented sense of humor that I did.
You keep
Are
your
you
burnt
Quiggy's?
popcorn to
Wait a minute.
yourself.
Are you Quiggy's bitch now? Are you Quiggy's bitch?
Are they getting married? When did I miss this shit?
That's some good popcorn, though. Hey,
No,
Nolan.
It's burnt.
Quiggy is forcing your friend here to make a mess all over the floor. There's popcorn here. I think you should flog them. Oh,
I have
got the
evidence.
popcorn right here. Which one's the one? Here.
Is this one open?
What the fuck happened to Apple?
Apple's
Don't let it go to waste. Eat it.
no, I'm not eating off the floor. There we go. Apple's decided that she didn't want to be part of the show because somebody in the studio decided to go, I'm surprised you made it this long. And I'm wondering if it's the same
we're
person
really
that I'm
surprised
looking
'cause
at
you don't
right
keep
now.
women around.
Hey, don't fuck with my guest hosts.
Huh?
Don't
I
fuck
didn't
with my
touch any of your
co-hosts.
guest hosts. You touch them inappropriately, you bastard.
That's right, because I
Scare
can,
them off.
because I'm the almighty.
He shut the door in my
You're the all
face.
rapist one.
You shut the door in my face. You're a jerk.
So I'm allowed to be a jerk.
Asshole.
Yeah, asshole.
Oh yeah, I'm proud of that.
Even
title.
she's
It's on my
kicked
freaking
you off my
license,
show.
man.
She's even kicked you off my show.
Where is my little brother? What is this nonsense?
Can I go kick this chauvinistic bastard ass?
even my fans don't like you.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute, he's on comedy.
He's like the feminine care product I'm use on a summer's eve and the bag that comes with it.
Oh my god.
Far for you, Glenn Coco.
You know, You know, we need to find a number to the other studio and have her call him next week and say that, you know, his show isn't as good as the Almighty One.
Oh my God, I would love you forever. There'd be a long time.
I think it's
loving.
like 835 what is it?
183-835 talk.
835 talk. So you remember that?
What
Like,
am I gonna get out of it?
B-rated movies, bitches.
Carry around a mic stand.
I will give you the best
What am I gonna get out
orgasm
of
you
it?
ever had using my middle finger. I don't know.
Come on, Missy, sweeten the pot.
Nothing's
Guess
better
my
than my
back
middle
gets
finger.
Your proposition gets a yes.
Oh, like paying like $700 to get you down here doesn't give it a yes anyway.
Love you.
Plus whatever like drinks I buy you.
I'm beginning to think that you're
Hey, I'm
everybody's
already-
pimp. Your boyfriend,
I'm
you're
already
his
saving
pimp,
up for
you're
that.
her pimp. You ain't gonna be my pimp though.
That's my hoe.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's my hoe.
Oh, you wish.
I am not your hoe.
Use my hoe.
You
You are
wish
mine.
you were the Almighty
He's my
One's
hoe.
pimp.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll bet you. I'll get her drunk enough to where she can't say no anyway.
That's considered
I could do
rape.
that.
It's not rape if you like it.
No, that's
no, it's
that's
actually,
rape if I'm intoxicated.
it's not rape if it's consensual.
It's not rape if you like it.
Right,
It's not rape if you want it anyway.
right.
It's not rape if you scream surprise sex.
Surprise butt sex.
Surprise butt sex.
Handsome.
Have you had butt
Ignore
sex?
it.
I'm not answering that question.
No, you
I
need to
plead
answer
the
that
fifth.
question. You know why?
Exactly.
Because we just want to know how perverted my listeners really are.
I plead the fifth.
No, you are not in a court of law. You cannot plead the fifth. This is not a
I plead
courtroom.
the fifth.
No, this
I
is
plead cinco.
no. You can't plead nothing. You plead for
I
your
plead
life.
cinco.
Where is my drunk black man?
Yeah, we were supposed to have drunk
Cinco.
black man call in tonight.
Drunk black man Jamal. Where is my Jamal?
You know what we ought to do? No, never mind. I'm not going to do
Juice
it.
box is a skinny.
I was saying we should call. What's her boyfriend's name? Michael. Yes. We should call Michael up, and I should be Antonio.
Do not call my communist sandwich because he will be very pissed off.
Well, see, he would know it
Communist
was
sandwich.
he wouldn't know it was me, right?
I call him communist sandwich because he's Russian and he's Cuban. That's why.
I could think of a
Therefore,
better
communist
name.
sandwich.
I could think of a better
Here, let
name.
me shorten it. Ready? Dick.
No. I got a better one.
I could say the same thing about Vinny, but you don't hear me saying that.
Subway diver.
He doesn't stop me from talking to you.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
No, I don't want
you're out of the
I don't
question.
want
That's
your
my
drama.
decision.
One life to live on my fucking show.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. Whatever. LOL swag bag.
This isn't General Hospital. Rick Springfield ain't here.
This is gonna be a bad musical one day.
Yeah, that's what we ought to do. The Almighty musical. That would be fucking hilarious.
Almighty the musical.
Almighty the musical.
Oh.
And
that
then we.
Missy would love that way too much. And by the way, is Missy short for Artemis?
Maybe.
No.
I knew it.
Artemis. You're not a fucking Teen
It's
Titan.
an inside thing.
She's not a fucking
You would-
superhero.
He doesn't spell it the right way. You would have gotten it if it was spelled the right way. You switch the S and or the Y and the I. Because I'm weird.
I know you're weird.
That's why.
That's
it's
why
not
you're on my
Missy.
show.
It's not Missy. It's Missy.
That's why you're on my show.
I'm weird. I'm a little backwards.
Because you're a little weird.
Weird.
Right.
It's like nobody understands me but you.
Missy, that's a Missy.
That you're trying to make us sound like we're a couple here.
But
Sometimes
Missy
I
really
wonder.
wasn't a submissive.
Wait a minute. Did you hear this?
What?
Did you hear this?
I don't know what this bitch is
I
talking
said
about.
you're trying to make us sound like a couple, and she goes, "I wonder." Sometimes I wonder.
I just want to see what would happen if I said that.
I haven't dated a white girl since
And I am not going
God 1996.
So
I had an affair with one back in 2002, but that was it. That was only 6 months.
Yeah.
God, I haven't officially been a boyfriend to a white girl.
The black girls, the brown girls, the cafe. Sorry, you need to look up a Stephen Lynch song that like completely sounds like what you're talking
Hey,
about.
we can
right
hear
now.
some music in here. We don't want to hear the music.
I don't need no music.
Turn down the music.
We don't want the
I don't
music.
have any music on.
Not you. It's the studio outside. Hey,
Little dick face.
Nolan.
Producer.
Hey.
I want to be a producer.
He needs to turn down the music. Can
Yeah,
you
there's
hear-
a Stephen Lynch song that completely sounds like what you're talking about. So.
Hey,
Right.
we're gonna find my brother.
Right. I'm gonna find your brother. So anyway,
His name is Little Dick Face. Do you see this?
we gotta find him. Here we go.
And by the way, Missy, don't try calling my communist sandwich about
I don't have his-
Dominique the Dominatrix because he already knows.
I don't have
And I
his
have to tell him.
whatchamajit.
He was there when you made that up.
If
so.
you can hear me, Jonathan, the music is too loud.
Thank you.
I can still hear it. Make it go away.
Make the music go away.
Make the music in my head stop. Okay, Christine. Okay.
Hey! Turn down the music. Jesus Christ! Thank you.
Who are you texting?
I was trying to get a hold of my brother because they are
can't hear
loud as
you.
hell out there.
There's music in here.
Yes,
Put on
but
a
we
good
can
show.
hear it.
Yeah, you're an obnoxious person. Go away.
I love how she handles Gwiggy. She
That's all
handles
she's
Gwiggy.
got? Seriously?
Come at me and stop stealing my brother, bro.
Come at me, bro.
I love the way my fans and co-hosts can handle Gwiggy.
At least I didn't call him a chauvinistic bastard. Even though I agree.
Because he is.
Yeah, we didn't come on your show and interrupt you.
Maybe you should.
I poked my head in, not screwed up everything.
We tried to poke our head in there, but he shut the door on us.
He shut the door in my face. What an asshole.
Yeah.
Once again, he is a feminine care product one would use on a summer's eve in the bag that comes with it.
See, she can say douchebag without saying douchebag.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll put that on
Sarah,
a
can you tell me where I get that from?
No.
He wants to use your
Seriously?
phrase as a business card.
Seriously, you never watched The Big Bang Theory?
I like the Big Bang Theory.
I never
Then you
watched The
should've
Big Bang
known
Theory.
that.
I haven't gotten that episode, okay?
I don't watch The Big Bang Theory.
That's because you're shit.
Big Bang's
No,
awesome.
it's
I
because
watch
the
it
guy,
religiously.
they put the guy from Roseanne.
I love him.
Wait a minute. And they put the girl from Roseanne in one episode and had them made love.
She's in
What?
more than one episode, honey.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. It's just weird to see those two from one show in love in another show.
They're not in love. He's in love with Penny. God, get it right.
No, he had a relationship
be in
with her
love
in the
with Penny?
science
Penny
room.
hot.
No, they fuck. Yeah.
Right, and she was like, "Well, I'm good for 2 years."
But he's still in love with Penny. That doesn't mean anything.
Penny's hot.
Penny's a
Penny's
cheap
hot.
slut.
She's hot.
Penny's a cheap slut.
Your face is a cheap
I don't
slut.
That's
care.
true.
I don't care. I would bend that thing over so fast.
She's blonde.
What about that movie Elementary? Or that show Elementary?
I kind of know.
Yes.
Yeah, we know you
Oh
would
my-
do her.
I would do her in a heartbeat.
You like some Oriental bitches, don't you?
I like brown eyes and black hair.
I like Nina.
Wait
I
a
can't
minute.
remember her last name.
You know what movie I just saw recently again? It's called The Warriors. It's a 1979 cult classic. It's one of the best movies about the gangs of New York that I have ever seen in my entire life. And it really was a psychological thriller. There's this one girl in there that she's wearing a pink top and you can see through the thing. I mean, literally, you can see through it because it's so filthy. She plays a gangman's girlfriend or something like that who's trying to get away from it all. And you can see through the top. Later on in life, she's played in shows such like Star Trek, Too Close for Comfort, which you probably don't even know that show. Too Close for Comfort.
I know Star Trek.
No, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, she played in an episode. And she's done Too Close for Comfort, which was back in the 80s, so you wouldn't remember that. And she's done so much work, and I was surprised at what some of the shows she was in, and some of them I've seen and didn't even recognize her because she's older.
Yeah, it happens.
She's much older, but you got to watch this show.
Like when I went and saw the freaking Oz, which was not really that good, but I have an affinity for
Mila
if you
Kunis.
guys have seen The Mummy.
Yes.
The
Oh my
British
god.
chick. She plays the evil witch in Oz, and I was like, dude, she still looks the same.
Oh my god.
Fucking hot.
Oh my
Evie was
god.
hot.
You just made me like the happiest person in the world.
Did I?
I love The Mummy.
Dude, Evie.
Yes. No, I like
Send her over so fast.
I like An Ox in the Moon, but that's just me.
This journey is going to be a hard one, but hard does not mean impossible. Anyway.
For me, it is.
Yeah, well, that's what we need to do. We need to see if we can get a gym to sponsor us.
Why don't we just take our student IDs and go to the school gym?
Yeah, we could, but then that would require me going someplace else. That's not near me.
Pussy. And you want me to go closer to you?
No,
I already
we
drive
could
far enough for me.
Drag it into Tampa somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Over the rainbow.
He's dragging me all over Tampa.
Where we're high.
Lindsay, I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay. You know who Dennis Rodman is, right?
Yes.
He wants to meet the Pope.
Not with all those piercings.
That's great.
It looks like a human voodoo doll.
He's definitely well, you know, I guess once you meet Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, from Korea, I guess you can meet the Pope.
Okay.
We need to call the Vatican again.
I don't want to call the Vatican again. We don't need no snippy lady.
Why?
Dude, I got called a meth user today, which is like way wrong, but like
some days I wouldn't.
No, like yesterday, I was up for 24 hours on an hour of sleep, so everyone was like, "Why the fuck were you doing that?" I'm like, "Work." I work as a security guard.
Right.
Like, I'm on call, so.
Well.
Sucks to suck.
Juicebox, we hate to cut you off, but we got about 10 minutes left in the show.
I'm tired.
And we're going to take a quick minute break here. And,
Alrighty.
Yeah, in 2 minutes we're going to take a break. So we're going to hang up with you, take a quick 30-second break, and then come back and end the show.
Whee!
All right. Love you, Missy. You better call me like some other time.
Wait a minute. You don't love the Almighty too?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the Almighty too.
There we go. Now, can you say, "Oh, Almighty One"?
No.
I tried.
She can tell you no. I can tell Gwiggy no.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
All right. No problem. Bye, guys.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break here now, about 30 seconds to get ourselves warmed up for the closing of the show. You are listening to the Almighty One Show.
The most sacrilegious show on the air. La 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 la.
I'll wait for you. Now if you want me to, I won't hesitate. Don't wanna say goodbye. Breath you take away. And I know what I wanna do. I won't slip away. There's a hat you wear as a crown. I can see how you have changed. Tell me what the stars at night are trying to explain. Don't wanna relocate. I'll never say I'm late. And when you see me walk a long way from my home, you won't leave me alone, and I won't tell you which way I wanna go. And I say that everything is okay with you and me, my dear. How far or how near you want me to be. And I see with my eyes how you look in your disguise, and I'll never wonder why you always looked up to the sky that night, the same as me. As you whisper through the trees, I can hear your voices blowing in the night. And all I hear is goodbye. La 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 la.
We'll plug it in.
All right. Welcome back to the conclusion of the Almighty One show.
The most sacrilegious show on the air.
Yay! Yeah, I know. I took your plug and play.
You're a bitch and I'm tired.
Yes. Well, I do need to talk about this golfer that survived an 8-foot sinkhole. Apparently, the golf course got a hole in one today. Yeah. It took somebody and it opened up a hole and took him with it. Apparently, he fell 18 feet.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
That would be like forever.
Yeah, I think he dislocated his shoulder or something like that. They pulled him up with a rope. He's
That's
fine.
like 3 stories. Gwiggy, you asshole.
Gwiggy, you're an idiot. You know this, right? So, anyway, I'm getting hungry too, actually, thinking about it.
It's the burnt popcorn.
It's got to be.
Maybe that's what's giving me a headache. I'm telling you, it hasn't gone away. I'm actually concerned.
Right. Anyway, so let me see. What was we have a show next? I think we're going to try to get. I got to try to read this book, and I got to give it to you, and you got to read it too.
Which one?
There's a book I was given to by an artist that was that's like a comedian sort of, and he's out in California, and he written a book, and he says that the book is very easy to read. There's a lot of pictures. So I got to read the book. I got to give the book to you, and you have to read it, and we're going to try to interview him within the next couple of weeks. I haven't figured out what we're going to do for next week's show yet, but
I don't know.
Got any ideas?
Not really.
We need to start setting up. You know who we should call?
Who?
What's that girl in our class with the blue hair?
Oh, I don't even know her name.
I do. I know her name.
She's pretty.
I got her.
That's your homework.
That's our homework. Yeah, she's my homework.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm sure her boyfriend wouldn't mind either. I got her name here. It's Melissa or something like that.
I don't know.
But let me see. Was it RADIO? Yeah. I don't know. Her name's somewhere on my thing. Yeah, there it is. Morgan. Morgan, that's her name.
Really?
We should have her do a episode next week.
We'll call her up with Dominique the Dominatrix.
Something like that. So yeah. So
Dominique's not ready to
anyway, I'm glad you liked our show, ladies and gentlemen. For all the people that watched it.
Yay.
And listened to it.
Yes.
We want to thank the Juice Box for calling in.
Yes, Juice
Finally
Box.
calling in. We want to thank those people that hung up on us during the Almighty One Escort Show.
What an asshole.
We definitely want to thank Pretty Paul for being part of the show.
Thank you, Pretty Paul.
I think he made you blush a little bit. I mean, I warned you.
This guy is not as old as my grandpa, and I'm still like in shock.
Yeah, I warned you about him, but he's a pretty nice guy. So I'm thank God for Pretty Paul being a part of the show.
Yay, Pretty Paul.
Yeah, I think we need to take the video camera to USF and do some really weird shit. Maybe we can like.
The screaming goat.
Yeah,
Are the pro-lifers still there?
No.
No.
Oh my God, Sarah, get your screaming goat out.
No, we're not doing the screaming goat.
We should do the screaming goat at school.
Put it in the plug and play.
No, we're not doing the screaming goat.
Do it.
No, we're not doing the screaming goat.
I'll scream and do it.
Yeah, I bet you would, you little screamer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be winding this show down. I'm glad everybody had a good time. It's been fun for us and on the Almighty One Show.
Where I'd like to say that I'm not better than all of you. Screw that. Yes, I am.
Yes, we are. It's we.
No, it's me.
We.
You're always hitting me, God.
You better be, you better be good or I'm going to get out that baseball bat.
America.
Wasn't it your mom who sat there and said that I was old as she was?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ending the show. Thank you for listening to the Almighty One. Remember, we're not better than everybody. Screw that. Yes, we are.
Ciao.
See you next week.